Hey party people, what's up? Welcome to Online Dating 101, Episode 2, Part 1. Are you with me? I hope you are. Okay, roll that intro. Okay, so you're probably wondering what the heck is episode 2 part 1? Why is it in 2 parts? So many questions that are probably running through your brain. Probably not actually though, because why? Also, you probably saw the title so you know what this is. But you might be wondering why there's part 2. Anyways, I will tell you what this is and why there's 2 parts. Okay, so today I'm going to teach you basically everything about your online dating profile pictures. And I've decided to break this into 2 parts because I feel like I have a lot to say. Also, I get 2 videos out of 1 idea, so yeah. But in this part, I'm gonna kind of talk about more of like what the pictures say about you and like overall do's and don'ts. And then in the next part, I'm gonna go more in depth on like, I'm gonna show some pictures of like myself and say like whether or not I'd use it and why. And then I'm gonna go over some editing of like how I would edit these photos so that like it looks a little better but doesn't look like fake, you know? So if you want to see that, it will most likely be the video after this, so in a week. Usually post on Tuesdays, so if you're watching this on a Tuesday, it'll be the next Tuesday. And once it's up, I'll link it in the description of this video. Okay, also, this is episode 2 because I've already done episode 1, which was like overall making your profile, like pretty much everything minus the pictures, so like your bio and stuff. So if you want to see that, I will link that in the description. And I'm also going to start a playlist for this series so that if you are watching this and I've already posted other episodes of the series, by the time you're seeing this, you can go to that playlist and watch all the other videos on the series. There's gonna be a few more at least. And if you're wondering like, hey, why are you telling me how to make my dating profile? Who gave you the authority to do that? I gave myself the authority, thank you very much. But the reason I think I have that authority is because I have been on Tinder and Bumble. My current boyfriend I met on Bumble. My most recent ex I met on Tinder, and I've gone on several dates with other guys from both dating apps. I've helped other people, both guys and girls, with their profiles and messaging people. And honestly, I just think I'm successful with dating apps. I think I'm successful and I think I can help you be successful. So if you want to learn how to do that, stick around and subscribe so that you can see the future videos in this series. Yes. Also, if you have any like questions that you want me to address in this series, let me know in the comments below, my dudes. Also, disclaimer, everything I'm saying is based on my opinion, my experience. I also only have experience in like the straight side of dating apps. As a straight girl, talking to guys and helping other people in straight scenarios. So if you are not straight, this might help you, but also might not. And even if you are straight, like this isn't overarching for every single person. Like there's gonna be differences in people's like opinions and stuff. So these are based on my opinion and like generalizations, and just because this stuff has worked for me doesn't mean it'll work for everyone. I'm just trying to spread a little knowledge and advice. Yeah, hopefully it'll help someone. Let's get on into this video finally. Number 1 is that your first pic should be A, your best picture, and B, should only have you in it, or if there are other people, it's like they're in the background, but like you're the main subject. It's easy to figure out which one is you. It's not like you're with like your best friend or like a group of people and you're like all together. Like it's just you. Someone can easily be like, okay, this is the person that this profile is for, you know? And you want it to be your best picture because a lot of people only swipe based on the first picture. So that needs to be something that's gonna catch their eye, like be true to you, like don't catfish, but it should be the picture that you think represents yourself the best and the picture that best showcases you. You don't have to have like your makeup and hair done and being like your best outfit, but it should just be like your favorite picture on there, the thing that you want people to see first and that you think people should see when they're deciding whether or not to swipe on you. Tip number 2 is that they should not all be selfies and they should not all be in like the same location. You know, like I don't want, like if I were to just take like 5 pictures of just myself right here, like maybe different facial expressions or something, even like if I was wearing different outfits, like if I'm just sitting in my room, all the pictures are there. Like, I don't know, it just doesn't showcase yourself very well because I think, which you will see in another tip, so I'm not gonna go into it much now, but like I think you should have your pictures not just be like showing your face and showing like a little bit of your personality, so that because people often say that dislike dating apps because they think it's super vain, which like it can be very superficial and it can be based off of a lot of vanity, but I think there are ways to make it so that it's not so much of that. And I think a great way to do that is by showing your personality and your interests in your pictures and not just like your face and your body in like a random room that like doesn't even mean anything, or like if I was just like in front of a blank wall, like you can't tell anything from that. So yeah, also your picture should be able to like start a conversation, and how are you going to start a conversation with your room, you know? Tip number 3 is to have good lighting, good quality, so not blurry or pixelated, and like be able to see your face and like you and not be like super far away or something. That doesn't have to be true for like every single picture, but definitely your first picture and definitely like the majority of your pictures. Like, okay, good lighting. If I'm gonna go over this more in part 2 where I can show examples, but like if your face is completely in the dark and you can't see your face, like yes, it's not all about vanity, but especially like the first one, you should be able to see like what you look like. And so if it's not good lighting, you can't really see what the person actually looks like. So have good lighting, and that kind of is the same with good quality. Like don't take it in pitch, I mean if you took it in pitch black, nothing's gonna show up, but don't take it in like super low lighting, which is why you need good lighting, because then the quality is gonna be terrible. Or if it's like you took it from super far away and then like cropped in on it and it's like all pixelated because it was like too far away, then like you can't really see a person in any of these circumstances. And if you're not showing like your entire face, you know, your entire face doesn't have to be seen in every picture, but I feel like in at least the first picture, like don't have like something covering like half your face or something. Tip number 4 is that the pictures should be mostly of just you. Like I said in the first one, the first picture should be of just you, but like the rest of them should be for the most part you, because the people swiping are looking to date you, not your friends, not your family. Like, they're looking to date you. So you should be the main focus of it. I personally never, I don't think I ever had pictures with like friends or anything. I don't know, I just felt weird about doing that. But like, I think it's fine. Some people think it's better to have like a picture with at least one picture with one friend or a few friends, just to kind of show that you have friends. But I don't think that's like 100% necessary. But if you want to do that, like, that's fine. Just have like the majority of your pictures be of just you. And I think like the biggest reason why I think this is important is because if the majority of them aren't of just you, and it's kind of, especially if you look similar to the people, but like, I don't know, you have like maybe one picture of just you or not even. I've seen profiles where there's like, they're all group photos, and like, how am I supposed to know who I'm swiping on, you know? And honestly, if you're in a group and people can't tell easily which one is you, they're going to assume you're the person that they find least attractive. I'm not going to say like the least attractive person in the group, because I think that everyone has at least slightly different like qualities that they find attractive, but they're gonna assume that you're the least attractive to them, because like, they're gonna hope that you're the most attractive but assume that you're the least attractive. Like, that's just kind of how it is, at least for me and people I've talked to. But also, for straight people, don't have pictures of yourself with, especially if it's just one person, but honestly, just don't have pictures of you with someone of the opposite gender. Because if I'm swiping and I see a guy with a picture with a girl, especially if they're like all cuddly or like close together, arm around her, I'm going to assume that A, she is your ex, or she's your girlfriend, and I don't know, like, you're on dating apps for some reason. I don't know if he knows, but like, definitely doesn't make it seem like you are looking to actually date someone. The worst ones, I think, are when it's like the guy with the arm around the girl, and then either sometimes they blur the girl out, or like draw over her, like put an emoji over her face or something, or don't even do that and say like, this could be you, with like an arrow pointing to her. And I don't know, that just seems like a little demeaning to me, and kind of like you just see girls as like replaceable, and I don't know, it just comes off as kind of gross to me, and like, I don't know, just gives me bad vibes. I don't like it. And also, I hate when like guys have pictures of them with like a group of girls, and they're like have their arms around all the girls and like grabbing one of their asses. It's just like, I don't want to see that. It's not why I'm trying to date you. Like, it makes it so like just uninterested when I see that. So I recommend not doing that. Continuing with this point of not having other people in too many of your pictures, if you have a child in your picture, I'm going to assume that is your child. Look, not saying there's anything wrong with having a child and being on a dating app, but personally, when I was on dating apps, like, I had no interest in dating someone who had a child. So like, honestly, if you had a child, and actually if you had a picture with a child and it was your child, like, that kind of helped me, because I was like, okay, yeah, nope, swipe left. But if you don't have a child and have a picture with a child, then you might be missing out on matches, because people are gonna think it's your child and swipe left if they are not looking to date someone who has a child. Tip number 5 is that, okay, first of all, you do not have to edit your pictures for this, but if you're going to edit your pictures, just like don't over edit them, make it look like it could in real life. And yeah, I'm gonna go more into this in part 2 because I'm like kind of into photography. I have taken a photography class. Yeah, I think I have some knowledge in this, so I will be including that in part 2. Tip number 6 is that your pictures that you include should be like current enough, or at least look current enough that it could have been like in the last few months. I've definitely used pictures that were like a bit older, but I felt like I didn't look like crazy different in them from like then to when I used it, like from when it was taken to when it was used. So I think like using older pictures is fine, just like, I don't know, if you just don't look the same for some reason, I would recommend that you use more current pictures, but like I also know that sometimes you might not have that. But at least like the first picture should be like within the past few months, because like you don't want to show up on the date and then like look completely different because you're like using like 3-year-old pictures, you know. But I think for like especially things like past your first picture, if you're like trying to show some activity, like personally I had like a picture of me riding a horse because I like riding horses, but I didn't have any like pictures more than like, or like more recent than like a year old when I was using it. And so like I used an older picture just because I didn't have any recent ones, but I wanted to like show that I like horses. So I think that's fine. I mean, I didn't even look that different in it, but just like at least the first picture should be recent, and try to have like a good number of recent pictures. But if you want to like show an activity, or like if you traveled somewhere and you have like a really cool picture, like you can include that. Just current is better because that's what you're gonna look like when you're on the date with them. Tip number 7 is to use pictures that like show off your personality and your interests. Like I said, I included a picture of me riding a horse because I like to ride horses. And you can, if you like traveling, include a picture of you traveling, or like on your favorite, at your favorite like place you've traveled to. I like cats, so I had like a picture of me holding a cat. I think like using these things, it kind of goes off of one of my earlier points of not having all your pictures being in the same location, but it can like give the people who are swiping more to go off of when they're deciding, rather than just the way you look, and kind of takes it like further than just attraction and being like in like the superficial part of dating apps. It like gives them more of an insight into who you actually are, because also like if people do look past your first picture, I feel like a lot of people would just scroll through the pictures and not look at your like written bio and stuff. And so if you're showing like your personality and interests through that, like through your pictures, then they have more to go off of than just your face. Pictures are a great way to start a conversation. If you see like, oh, they traveled to this place because they have a picture of them like in front of the Eiffel Tower, let's say, Be like, oh, I've always wanted to go to Paris. I see you've been there. Tell me about your trip. You know, that gives you something to, there, your conversation has started. You're welcome. Last tip, tip number 8, is that your last picture, don't try. Which may seem counterintuitive, but I personally think that is a great way to show that you are a real person, not a catfish, and it shows that you don't take yourself too seriously. It shows that you have like, it can show like your sense of humor a bit, and if you were wearing makeup in like all of your pictures, it can like show what you actually look like, and then they can't complain like that you look like a different person when you take off your makeup and that they had no idea what you looked like, because you're gonna show them what you looked like in this picture. And in my part 2 of this video, I will show you some examples of what I would put and what I have put as that picture. This is what I mean by don't try. Don't pose, don't edit it. Basically, this picture should be a picture that you would send your best friend on Snapchat, not a picture that you would send your crush on Snapchat. I hope everyone knows what I'm talking about, but if you don't, again, see my next video. I will go deep into that and expose my ugly ass pictures. Although everyone on Tinder's already seen that, so like, who really cares? And I think it's funny. I recommend not wearing makeup in this picture. At least wear less makeup than like in your other pictures. This picture should be something that shows kind of like what you'll look like a month or so into the relationship, when you stopped wearing makeup all the time, you're not like doing your hair and wearing like a cute outfit for every date, you're just chilling. Basically, just take a picture of you just chilling. You know what, I'm going to say that this video is probably too long already. Sorry if you were expecting this in this video, but in my next video I will discuss this part. It is basically just what people might assume about you based off of which pictures you choose. So that, example pictures, and some editing techniques will be in the next video. If you want to see that, subscribe, turn on post notifications, and if it's already up, check the description. Basically, it should be up once this video has been up for a week. So if this video is more than a week old, check the description and that video should be there. Other than that, you can check out the first video in this series. Again, it'll be in the description. A playlist of this series will be in the description. Comment below if you have anything you want me to cover in the series. Subscribe, like, if you liked this. Yeah, I think that is it. Thanks for watching. Peace. Bye.